So hello everyone, in this video I will be explaining the project named Course Management System. Why this project is important. Most of us have already seen in the schools that the professor maintains the register to keep the students' data, but it is hard to store students' data manually, especially when the number of students is high. When the professor wants some data of students, he has to scan through the whole list, which takes a lot of time. But this is also not the main problem. The main problem is the security of data. If the data is stored manually, then anyone can access the personal information of students and can make changes in the data. These all problems can be easily solved by a technical program. That's why the course management system project becomes very important. Now, there are multiple ways to make any technical program. We can make any simple program in C or CPP language that will handle these all things. It will make things easier for students and professors. But one problem will not be resolved is the security of data. That's why we choose object-oriented programming, which provides the concept like data abstraction, which is not possible in a procedure-oriented programming language. Login system. The program works like any application. When someone will come to a platform, he will be asked about his current course year, which means if the student will come, he will be asked that in which year he is studying. Similarly, if the professor will come, he will be asked that in which year he is teaching. Mainly, three types of people will come to a platform: students, professors, and administrator. Students. After login, the student will have three functionalities: timetable, course material, and enroll course. The student can see his timetable by clicking on the first option. By clicking on the second option, the student can access the course material of the courses. And by clicking on the third option, the student will be shown his enroll course's name. Professor. After logging into the system, Professor will also have three functionalities: enrollment list, material management, and student details. Professor can see any student's enrollment list by clicking on the first option. Professor can upload the new material of his course by clicking on the second option. And by clicking on the third option, Professor can see the details of the student who has enrolled in his course. Administrator. Now, the administrator will have six functionalities: student details, change student's name. The admin can change the name of the student by clicking on this option. Change student's password. If the student has forgotten the password, only the admin can reset the password. Change student's enrollment list, change professor's password, and change administrator's password. So, these crucial functionalities are only given to the administrator. No one can make changes in the data except the administrator. We used file handling in the code. So, all the data of students and professors will be stored in the respective files. Here, the problem of data security will come again. So, we use the concept of encoding and decoding. At the end of the program, all data will be encoded and will be stored in the respective files. So, whoever reads the text file will not be able to understand what is written in the file. When the student or professor wants their data after login, respective data will be shown to them in the decoded form. So the main issue of data security is resolved here. Things that we learn during the project. We learned a lot of new concepts during the project like STL, standard template library, file handling, inheritance, data abstraction, and how encryption and decryption work. Limitations of our project. Our project has not a user interface. Our project can only be run in the terminal because we used object-oriented programming in CPP, and CPP doesn't have such libraries so that it can give a user interface. And the second limitation is we could attach a database to our program for better data handling. So these are the limitations of our project.